The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on second down, Lance getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a second down and 6. And Lance now to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Lance. They set up the screen for Sermon.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And Gould is able to put it through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there's a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
To throw is Kaepernick.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Kaepernick steps away. And he'll just get rid of it. 4th down now, and San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal.
On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11. Lance looking to throw it.
This one caught by Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
2nd and 10. Here's Lance.
Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Sermon.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On second down, another shot for Sermon.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Draw play here. Lance hands to Mostert.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Gold is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. On the move to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Handoff for Gibson. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
As the first half is winding down.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, Wilson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Now it's Sermon.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. They'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Kaepernick's going to try to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Probably helps your confidence level on those fourth down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end to make sure the ball gets to the first down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Second down at 5. Once more, Gibson.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Gibson again.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Kaepernick now on the keeper. And he stopped immediately there. Kaepernick's going to try to sneak it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Lance again here on 2nd and 10.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Lance now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Again, it's Lance.
This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
7 yards, the pickup there.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
Open man is Sanu, just like last play.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
Open man is Samuel, complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Buying time to his left.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
So that one will be accepted.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun, it's Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 87 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Ebukam just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 26 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance, Samuel bringing in the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.